Thank you so much, Brendan. Hello, I'm Jamie, and I'm from Newsweek, and I really appreciate your time today.
And yours, and I appreciate the rare Middlesbrough top.
Born and Borough, up the Borough.
Okay, well done.
I knew that you'd recognize it too, because I know that at your core, you're a football fan. I really appreciate you. If I can start with a complete the sentence, take it any way you please. Season 3 of Ted Lasso is
Um, Premiering on March 15th. Is my favorite season we've ever done. It's been a pleasure to go through the post process, because like so much of it we shot so long ago. It's like, oh right, we did that. Oh, cool. And everybody, from writers to cast to designers to crew just brought it, and hopefully people will dig it.
What the heck is going on out here? These guys are more distracted than a bunch of cats playing laser tag.
They heard all the pundits saying we suck.
I got two things to start with. One, I've just started Film to Be Buried With, and I'm starting from episode 1, and I can't wait for the journey.
Jesus. Wow, you've got a long way to go, but thank you.
We've had good guests from the beginning, which is why it deserves to be listened to. But I also want to know, did you catch Roy Keane and Graham Souness's reaction to seeing what I assume was seeing Roy Kent for the first time at the weekend? Did you see this?
No, I haven't seen it.
It's very brief, but Roy Keane is less than impressed. But I think he's just playing up to it, Go find it.
I don't know why he would. I don't know why they'd be showing that to him. I don't see the connection.
No, they're trying to get you beat up. I don't understand it. Please finish this sentence for me and take it wherever you'd like to. Season 3 of Ted Lasso is
fucking epic.
Yeah, man.
It's a big one. It's big. It's a big season. All the stakes are very high. All the characters you have grown to love and are invested in. It's everything matters. It's big. I was watching back some episodes. Jason showed us some episodes the other day, and it's like, fuck, this is big. It's like a movie.
Every episode, 45 minutes long. They're beefy, man. I love the gear, Nick. Absolute commitment. Hello, I'm Jamie.
Thank you.
I'm Jamie from Newsweek. I really appreciate your time today. If I could start with an open question, just please complete the sentence. Take it any way you'd like. Season 3 of Ted Lasso is
the best out of all 3 seasons, in my opinion.
And that is no small feat because, I mean, we've seen that 1 and 2 caused such a reaction. Are we being as bold as to say that season 3 is better, or is it bigger? Why is it your favorite?
I think the episodes are longer. There's more unpacking of all the characters. Like almost all Ted Lasso episodes, it manages to find that real sweet spot in terms of delivering on obviously comedy, but also dramatic storytelling and emotional storytelling as well. And season 3 does that and then some. And I feel like where season 2 sort of upped the game in terms of sort of taking our expectations and sort of superseding them, I think season 3 does that as well. And I personally can't wait to see it all as well, because there's so much that I've read, which obviously I wasn't on set for other character storylines that I'm so excited about sort of seeing play out. And I honestly think it is the best of the 3. And feel very proud to be a part of it, very grateful to be a part of it.
Like one of those days you want to have class outside.
What the you two talking about? We are outside.
It was said at a point that this season 3 was being written as the final season. However, we are no longer definitively saying that this is the final season. What is the reason for that? I don't want to know if it is or isn't, but why aren't we saying that anymore?
Well, we were never really saying that this was going to be the final season. We have always, been open about we've seen it as a 3-movement suite, and here we are at the 3rd movement. But sometimes you go to see the orchestra and they play one suite, and then suddenly they're playing another suite. So yeah, we just don't know. We when we had the notion of the 3 piece story, you know, we did that calculus did not include the reaction that the show would be getting, nor did it calculate how much we fucking love being in this world. So all we know for sure is that we're going to take ourselves a hearty break, and then we'll reassess in a little while. But everything's on the table. There might be more, there might be nothing. But you know, we're not closing the door yet.
Is that because something else is coming? Is there ideas permeating, or are there ideas in motion?
It's always was written and has still been written as a completion of this story. Like, there is very much an ending to season 3. As to whether there'd be any more, that's up to Apple. I have an idea for them. I've pitched it to Jason. He's considering it, but it's tricky to do a season 4 because of the amount of characters who die at the end of season 3. But my plan is 5 die, 4 of them cross over to heaven. One of them has unfinished business, and that's Ted. And so season 4 is Ghost Lasso, and he is haunting the corridors, trying to inspire the team, but not all of them believe in ghosts, and that's their journey.
And what a throwback to the first season that would be as well, the whole ghost arc.
You get it.
My God, yeah.
You get it.
I like most Ted Lasso fans, watched last year and had a big reaction to Nate's storyline, and it caused such a stir that I know that you then addressed it from your point of view on Twitter. With the hindsight of looking back on it now, how do you feel about that arc 1 year on, and how do you feel about Nate's journey that we are yet to see?
Well, I feel like, I knew it was coming. I've known the sort of 3-season arc for a long time, since we were filming season 1. And so I knew that when we were filming season 2, that this would probably provoke quite a strong reaction from the fans, not least because we were really rooting for Nate in season 1, and everyone could latch on to that. So it felt like almost a personal betrayal when he does stab Ted in the back and defer to West Ham. But then on saying that, it was always a surprise to see just how big a reaction it got on social media and stuff. But then I tried to stay off social media because I was aware that that's sort of what Nate does in the show, is sort of suddenly become fixated on what people are saying about him. So I tried to give myself a time limit. But in terms of this journey going forward in season 3, we are aware that Nate is in the middle of his journey. He's starting afresh at West Ham, but there's so much unfinished business between him and Ted, him and AFC Richmond, his new relationship with Rupert, and even his poor relationship with his dad, which I think accounts for quite a lot of Nate's sort of insecurities, long-term insecurities, and so on. So there's still a lot of unfinished business from Nate's point of view, and he's a troubled soul, bless him.
This is going to sound outlandish, but since you're a Brit, I feel like I'm a Brit as well, so I feel like this is grounded in reality. Football teams, when they get started, they struggle to find a fan base. However, here we are, we have a fan base for a fake football club without a football club existing. What do we have to do? Should we get AFC Richmond into the real world somehow, and how do we do that, Brett?
I fucking love that idea. And I tell you what, they're a good team. They're actually a good team. They actually can play. This is a fucking great idea. We've got the kits, we got the players. I guarantee you they'd all be happy to do it. Who do we have to call? Mr. Premier League?
Maybe the FA, Mr.
How
FA.
does the team start? That's a great question, and I wish you'd done more research, because I'm kind of busy doing press at the moment, but I'd love to look into it.
This is going to sound like an outlandish notion. However, I think you will appreciate how realistic it could be with your football knowledge, okay? So a lot of football clubs, when they start up, they struggle to find a fan base. However, here we are in this real world. Richmond FC, AFC have a fan base, but with no football club. Could it be possible? Should we create an AFC Richmond in real life? And how do we do that?
No, man, this is the question that keeps me up at night. You can't ask me that. I've been searching for the answers forever. I mean, there is a Richmond club. It's like, but it's a shared club. It's like a Richmond and club. I forget what it is.
It's
Richmond
rugby, right?
What's that?
It's a rugby club, I think. Richmond FC.
No, there's a football. There's a football.
Oh,
club.
is that?
I mean, Richmond FC is an Aussie rules club, but in Richmond in London, there's a very small team. Like, I think not even a professional team, not even a professional club. But yeah, I mean, so many things have been like willed into existence by this show. The FIFA situation being one example that, what if what if the Richmond council got together and said, it's time, everybody, we're gonna buy some buildings around Nelson Road and we're gonna make this happen.
Just do it. Just move in. It's down the road from me. Just move into Selhurst Park. I'd appreciate you being there over Crystal Palace. Anyway, that's my time. Thank you so much. I love Ted Lasso. I don't need to tell you that, though. It's just written on my face, right? Brendan, thank you so much for your time. Season 3 is terrific. And thank you.
All right. Thank you. Up the borough.